Welcome to the practice field outside of the Duffy Doherty football building, where Michigan State held its first practice of fall camp bright and early this morning, and now there are only 24 more to go until the season opener against Central Michigan on September 1st.
And after talking with a handful of the players, you could sense they are ready to put last year's 5-7 record behind them. Some are even embracing the underdog mentality. Now, when we were out here this morning, the players had a lot of energy, and Mel Tucker backed that up in his press conference by saying he was quite pleased with the first day of fall camp, and you would expect that. It is the first day after all, but there was another reason the players were jazzed up and ready to go today.
Yeah, as we showed you last night, Michigan State unveiled its brand new locker room and what is the first phase of the new Tom Izzo football building. This project started in April of 2022, but as Tucker told us today, this was a lot more, in the works starting back in 2020.
One of the first things that Coach D'Antonio told me once I got here in that February 2020, he said, "Hey, man, you got to get a new facility. We've been displaced, so our players before yesterday, their locker room was in the stadium, and the players complained about it, and they knew that it was just necessary. But they brought it up to me. Several players saying, we need to." We need to have our space. All of that is kind of part of that excitement that we saw yesterday. It wasn't so much that hey, I got a new locker, but we have our home back.
Now, the locker room should help the players build camaraderie all throughout camp, and Montori Foster Jr. actually told us the wide receivers are right across from the defensive backs.
Yeah, the quarterbacks are also very impressed with the locker rooms, much like Coach Mel Tucker was impressed with the quarterbacks today. And for more on the battle between Noah Kim and Kate Hauser, who both spoke today, our third member of the sports team, Haley Schoengart, joins us more on the battle for QB1.
Yeah, guys, Noah Kim said that they were already testing out the new speakers in the locker room after practice today. And Montori Foster Jr. said that this locker room was unlike anyone he's ever been able to step foot into. And they spent a few hours testing out the bells and whistles yesterday. And so far, his favorite is definitely the new cold tub. As far as the play on the field, while the quarterback battle continues, it has been the biggest question looming around this program. So how was the first day for the potential QBs?
It's interesting. I'm not really looking too much into it, honestly. I'm focused on the team right now. I have this quarterback room we kind of talked about. We're not really thinking about competition, competing with one another. We're competing against our defense. We're trying to beat our defense right now in fall camp, so that's my focus.
You have to put your head down and work. Nothing's given to you. You have to earn everything you get, and so, that's my mindset. But at the same time, you have to have the leadership of, if I am the starter, if I'm going to be the starter, I got to have the right mindset in camp and practice and stuff like that. And so there's many ways to approach this competition, and just focusing on me and what I need to do with the team and stuff like that is going to take care of itself.
It is interesting that Michigan State did not shy away from letting both potential starting QBs meet with the media today. And at 11, you will hear from two skilled guys who have really kind of had a front row view of this whole quarterback competition playing out and what they see that each guy brings to the table. Another thing to note, I know you guys mentioned on that total vibe that has taken over the team. It is there and it is contagious between all four guys I was able to meet with today.
Thank you, Haley. One of the skilled players you're going to hear from tonight at 11 is Foster, who not only shares a birthday today with Tom Brady and my sister, but our very own Audrey Dahlgren. Happy birthday.
How did I know that you were going to announce that on live television? You've been telling everyone all day. And you know what, Ian? As Taylor Swift would say, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
There you go. 22 years old, Audrey Dahlgren. You heard it here first.
Great first day of fall camp for Michigan State, live from the Duffy Doherty football building. They're going to be back after the break with a final look at your forecast.